Hey guys, it's late. Don't feel like talking. So there's that. So every once in a while, I break this one tool out that I have absolutely no clue how to use, and I have gone to every YouTube tutorial there is, and it does not show me. So it's this, hollowed out on the inside, and I figured it was to make some carving shapes, which, okay, fine, but then the clay, well, it slides out pretty easily right then, but I don't know if that's the intended use. I really don't know what to do with this. Now, see, that piece didn't slide out easily, so my thing is, what the hell is it for if the clay is just going to go into the hollow and get stuck there? How can you ever make consistent carvings? Am I supposed to scoop like that? I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh my God. If any sculptors are watching, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? What do I do with this? What's it for? What does it all mean? I don't know. Is it to just make an indentation like that? That's not interesting. I don't know. That's just stupid. And like I said, you can't consistently pattern it out because then you get all of the clay gunk in there. So what the hell is it for? Come on, sculptors. Somebody here has worked with this freaking tool before. Tell me how to use it. Tell me how something amazing comes out of it. Please, I'll believe you. I'll do whatever you say. Because this mystery is killing me. What is that? All right, I'm gonna shovel it. I'm gonna shovel all the way through. I'm just gonna keep on shoveling. Let's see what happens. That ain't it. I know that's not it. That can't be it. To just burrow a tunnel? See, now it didn't come off clean, so all of the clay has gone deep down into this. Lord Jesus. Now I've got to use the needle tool to try to even get it out. I give up. I'm not experimenting with this bad boy anymore until someone gives me a viable use for it that makes sense. Because this doesn't make any little bit or a lot of bit of sense to me. It's so freaking useless. All right, I'll put that clay back. So anyway, I was looking at that because I really wanted to do some detailing on her dress, but the type of carving and detail that I want to do, I don't really have a tool for. And I don't know if the standard tools that I'm using will do the trick. I guess, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. Well, one good thing, I have a ton of very, very soft, very, very pliable clay that will allow me to go in and fix whatever I do wrong. That was wrong. That wasn't deep, so I can just scrape it back into place. I need a real steady hand to do this. And I can't have the turntable move, so I have to put my elbows on it. Nope. I shouldn't try on that. I need to try on the piece I was working on. Nope. That's sort of what I want, but I don't want that buildup that's occurring. Try this tool. I'm gonna move her over so I can put this there so that you can see, I guess. That ain't it either. Is there still that strange buildup? Let's try this. I want the slice to taper off. Like when you use a calligraphy pen, you know how you hold the nib at just the right angle, so that as you drag it along, it's gonna widen and then taper off as you turn. That's more like it, this last one. But let's keep trying some other stuff. Forgive my chewing, y'all. I told you how I get with gum. It's bad. It's really, really bad. Let's try a smaller one. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's try this. I think this is the smallest. God, that one left a huge bulky track. All right, so we decided it's not this end, that's for sure. Let's try this one again. I think that's more along the lines of what I want. Let's try it again. I don't know. None of this is giving me what I want. So I wanted to make long lines going down, but I don't think that's the ticket. First of all, I don't trust myself to control my hands and my wrist movement enough to not really screw up every single line that I do. So I think it's best that I don't even tamper with that. Let's put some things back so I can find them. All right. So I think I'm going to have to make a lot of small designs. And the dress will just be will look like it has a pattern. All right, here goes nothing. You see that? You see that? I did that one good. All right, guys. This is working out. I just have to maintain a steady hand and manipulate this tool in exactly the same way each time. So far, I'm doing good. Looking good, right? So right there, when I was spinning it around back and forth like that, it was because I was asking myself, is less more? Should I do the treatment just around the top or the whole dress? I think I'm going to do the whole dress because I think that it's going to create something interesting with the way the glaze is going to react where it pulls into those indentations. And I have a feeling right now that I'm going to want to see a lot of that, and I don't want to regret not having done more. You know, I can always do another piece if it's overkill, and I'll know, okay, don't do so much of that next time, you know? I like it. There's a mermaid vibe to her. At least that's what I'm seeing. Another young lady on here saw something totally different. She said that it made her think of slavery. So it's always interesting to know what comes to mind when people are viewing your pieces. I didn't ask her what in particular, but I may go back and ask. I think I'm also a little bit quiet because the world lost an amazing person today. I don't know if we lost her today or yesterday. I found out about it today. I was a huge admirer of her talent, and when I was running my poetry spot, she performed there several times. Many moons ago, I went to a preview party she held at her parents' home, and it was amazing to see her artistry. Her name is Michelle Moore. Mishalmoore. And the world's a little less bright today. And, you know, I pretty much admired her from afar. I mean, she knew me well, and I knew her well enough. And you know how there are certain things that people share with you, and it's just so funny or so poignant that you're always going to have that memory of them. And for me, it was two things. I'm horrifically afraid of palmetto bugs, and if you live in Florida, you know there's a lot of them. And we were at our boy Dro's, the real one, who has joined the ancestral realm as well a while ago now. And we were at his spot, the Literary Cafe in Miami, and I think it was the end of the night. And I had bought my youngest son, Tyjon, out there. And, you know, we just started kicking it. at the end of the night, as we do. And I've always had a radar for when those things are around. It can be in the most obscure spot, and I promise you, I'm going to spot it, go behind a picture, or run up under a rug every time. And everybody was engrossed in conversation, vibing, and I saw a huge one, a huge one. And Tyjon, that's my son, he was maybe like about, I'm thinking about 3, maybe a little younger, and he was standing on the stage, just sort of enjoying the vibe himself. And I spotted that roach, and I hauled tail out of there. I could not get out of the facility fast enough. And I yelled back because, again, this was a spot full of friends. We all knew each other. We all vibed. And I hauled ass and yelled back, somebody get my baby. And Michelle never forgot that. She was like, I've just never seen that before. Like, you straight out left him, but you thought about him. He definitely wasn't an afterthought, but you weren't about to go back in there and get him. And I was like, you're absolutely right. So that was one of the things that she never let me forget, and we always laughed about. And the other thing was, she met one of the members of Pretty Ricky one time, and he came up to her, I think, and introduced himself, and he said his name, and she started laughing so uncontrollably that like she lost her balance and almost fell over. And that was another thing that I always think of when I think of her. So yeah, like I said, an amazing artist, an amazing person, and I'm really sorry she's not here. And I hope her family and friends and loved ones are going to be okay eventually. They can't possibly be okay right now. I know that. But I do wish them, eventual healing. So yeah, it's sobering, to say the least. Sobering, humbling. It makes you happy that you're able to get up and do the things that you want to do for as long as you can do them. Much love to Michelle Moore. And I'm just going to spray it and take a large brush and quickly brush over everything. Real quick. I'm not trying to get it very, very smooth. I just want to see it looking a little bit more polished, you know, the way it's going to end up. So this is the brush. It is nice. Ooh, you see all that? And that's because I probably used it to brush away. You know what? I'm going to clean off the table first because, let's see, the time, it's 12:38 a.m. As far as the time on the video, let's call it, it's 58 minutes and 23 seconds right now. I've been talking for about a good 2 minutes, so let's just go ahead and call it 56 minutes. But I'm going to wipe off the table because I know I'm going to want to take some photos of her as well. And I think I'm going to turn in a little bit early tonight because I want to get up early and get a lot accomplished with going over the 2 pieces that I haven't been working on the last 3 or 4 days. So it's time to attend to them and get them to a finished position so they can be left alone and set to dry like she's about to be. And hopefully I can put them all in the kiln at the same time about 2 months from now. So might as well say this is June. I'm looking for these to be finished somewhere around August, depending on the studio's schedule, you know, September at the latest. And I think I told you guys that I want to start scheduling and planning for my Facebook Live sale. All of these pieces are going to be on the website unless my gallery claims them first. But the smaller pieces, for the most part, I think are going to land on the website. Smaller sculptures like this, a lot of the pendants and necklaces, all of that. But the Facebook Live sale is going to be where you will get the discount, probably at least 20% off of what you would end up paying on the website. In a lot of instances, it'll be more than that. So, you know, start thinking about that for late September, mid-October, and hopefully I'm going to see you there. So let's go ahead, spray homegirl, and get to brushing. And I'm not brushing over the pot really because I want that texture to stay. So whatever little deposits are left on there, it's fine. They're going to be crumbles that come off of the texture of the hair. And that's fine too. So it always makes me happy to get to this point because then I'm looking a little bit more at, you know, what it's going to end up looking like. Now, I'm a fan of very smooth porcelain looking textures. I'm not at the skill or patience level to get them as smooth as I one day plan to start doing them. But, you know, this is close. And I also definitely want to explore playing around with letting some pieces be really rough and textured and unfinished looking, you know, because there is definitely a beauty to that too. But I've always felt like it needs to look intentional and not like a mistake. And I feel like the skill level I'm at now, it would be pretty obvious that it was a mistake, that I was trying to smooth it out, didn't succeed, and sort of gave up. You know, I want it to be very intentional and purposeful. So, yeah. So I'm bringing her real close to the camera. And let me adjust the lighting a little bit so you can see her better. So I want you to see her hair texture. I'm gonna pull her back and do another full spin for you. Adjusted the lighting in a different way. Set the camera back a little further. All right, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. As always, I'm going to catch you on the flip side. My job here is done. The table has been cleaned off. Everything except for the paintbrushes, which stay out, and other little unusual tools like this one stay out. But everything else has been put into its place, and it will be ready for me at whatever time I wake up tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Peace.